All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to our Netflix discussion of Cowboy Bebop. All right, look. All
The
right, let me go.
mid, the middest
No,
of
no, no,
mid.
no. Let me go ahead and get this out the way because I cannot sound professional enough. I cannot do this with a straight face. I sat through 10 episodes of this, and it was work.
See,
It was
it was
no,
it was
it was work.
it was one of those. The experience. I watched it the first time. It was fine. The second time, I went through it. I won't say it was work, but it was definitely the second time. It was like background noise while I was working,
But before,
basically.
but
So, but anyways,
but before
yeah.
before we can before we move on, let's introduce our guest for the show, Prime Gundam. What is going on, sir? Glad to have you back.
Guten Tag and Konnichiwa, mein dudes and Frauleins. Good to be
Prime,
back.
Prime was frothing at the mouth for this. Like, you guys doing Cowboy Bebop? I was like, yes, we
It's
are,
like,
sir.
coach, tag me the fuck in. I have words.
You know what? Prime had a good point.
You have words. I have essays.
Because my thing was this. I was nice with it. I said ultimately it's a very mid as hell show. What sucks about it is that
Besides
when
everything,
you have
Besides it existing.
well, I don't mind it existing. Here's my problem. When you have a mid show basically shows its flaws, and you see the potential got squandered. Because I have nothing wrong with adapting an anime. It's just you gotta like you saw Speed Racer. That's how you kind of sort of have to approach this shit.
You saw Battle Angel Alita. So
Yeah.
like I'm not like one of these fucking weaves online going, you can't do live action anime. You can adapt anything, motherfucker.
Japan does it all the time.
All the time. And
No,
I'm from the land of comic books. So like I'm okay with adaptations. It's just that is it a good adaptation? And I'm like you, CJ. I'm watching along, and it was frustrating for a lot of different reasons, but the main one for me is like there's a lot of things here that I should or could like, but it's like the all the bad decisions they made in doing the adaptation was completely distracting. And I think one of the core errors they made was that they were trying to make this into some hipster space fucking comedy when Cowboy Bebop's its tone is like there are funny episodes, there are funny moments, there are jokes, but like the overall tone is like it's very morose, it's very somber, it treats itself seriously, and it was I would classify the anime as an action comedy, and this show is a comedy action. And maybe they should have done Space Dandy instead. I don't know, but like you were completely all miscategorized and misused.
Trust them with Space Dandy.
No,
I don't know if I could
like
I don't trust Netflix with Space Dandy, but I for damn sure would give them that over Cowboy Bebop. You don't give them a sacred baby like Cowboy Bebop and expect them to churn out gold.
And like I said, when they announced that they were doing when they announced they were doing Gundam, I had a fucking heart attack and I almost died. But like when they announced that they were going to do Yu Yu Hakusho, I was like, okay, whatever I did, I apologize for it. Like the threat of you doing this, I feel like that's enough penance.
You're doing One Piece, Prime. That hurts me right now, and I'm a One Piece stan. That hurts me. And it's nothing against it's nothing against the cast because whatever. It's just.
Are you ready for Energy Construct, Luffy? Are you ready for Energy Construct, Luffy? There, buddy.
I mean, I already have to deal with Energy Construct, Miss Marvel, so there's that.
Let me tell you guys something.
Oh, Eris saw it early, so he already had words and was holding this shit in. So I'll let you go, sir. Go for it.
Oh God! All right. So when I saw the first episode, and to repeat myself, I said that after after the 40, 45, 46 minutes had ended, I just said, oh God, there's 9 more episodes of this. I don't know if I can make it. I really don't know if I can make it. Like, if this is the tone, if this is the pace that we're going with this show, I don't know how I can survive. Let me tell you something. And let me tell you something. Prime, I survived the live action adaptation of Full Metal Alchemist. Have you seen that?
No.
Be glad you didn't. But even though I say that, I would still recommend that you watch that over this show.
I don't know, man.
My dude,
I would
rather watch Batwoman over this goddamn show.
See,
know. I
see,
still rather watch this over fucking that Gatchaman adaptation. That's just me. So
No, I would.
No, I don't know. I'd rather watch that Gatchman than this shit.
Wait,
I'll be honest with you.
wait. Hold on, Chris.
I feel some way
No,
about that
no,
Gatchaman movie. That's the only reason why.
CJ, hold on. Give me a second. Let me
All
grab
right,
this
all
barrel real quick. I'm scraping. I'm actually pulling. I'm pulling in chips of wood. All right. This is the bottom of the barrel. I would watch Cashern, the live action, over this.
Cashern was actually good though.
No, it wasn't.
You don't think it was good?
Yeah, it was. It kind of was. Yeah.
I actually like that. See, this is
It's kind of good.
Man.
It's kinda good.
Okay. All right. Which do you like more, Cashern live action or Goemon?
That's a tough one, man.
Which do you prefer, that or Goemon?
Damn.
See, Goemon was good.
This is true.
I'm gonna say I don't know. I lean more towards Cashern because I like the Totsunatsu anime.
Yeah.
And I just like his design overall. He just looks fucking cool.
The design, the design was good. All right, you know what? I owe myself. I owe myself and that movie a second chance. I'll go watch Cashern again. I just watched it once, and I just couldn't.
You'll like Polymer though. You'll definitely like live action Polymer though. That's great. That was great.
But
you didn't like Polymer? Man, this is the trifecta. We're all mixed on that.
So look, we all have different tastes, but we can all unite in our hatred of this fucking adaptation.
But getting back to the adaptation, after sitting through the first episode, I said, it can't get any worse than this, can it? And sometimes and that was just from the first episode. See, number one, the first episode had the nerve, the unmitigated gall to reference the beginning of the movie in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, see, here's where I'm a little different because like the first couple of minutes of the first episode, I was like, okay, it's kind of wacky, it's kind of wobbly, but I was kind of vibing with it based off the charisma between Spike and Jet, and I'm like, okay, I can kind of get along with this a little bit. I mean, they're making some weird choices, but it's a live action. It's fine. Everything is good. Everything is going fine. Then fucking Faye shows up.
Yeah, I can get into that, but I'm just saying from the first 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, Netflix, you really went there. You referenced the movie in the first 10 minutes just to say, hey guys, we recognize that the movie exists.
Well, sir, the last part of the last episode of this season references the movie because all of a sudden fucking Vincent is supposedly the next Bounty. And I'm like, but he had a whole ass. All right.
Oh yeah. I heard Vincent Villagio and I said, no, stop it, Netflix. No, I'm done. Listen,
3 seasons, guys.
Bro. I'm in the arm bar. I'm in the freaking the chicken wing. I'm in the chicken wing. I am tapping out. I can't do any more of this unless you try to find some way to fix all the fundamental flaws in the second season, which would be like Whiplash.
Bro, this is Netflix. They won't.
I know they won't.
They will triple down on your ass.
They will.
Like all the shit you didn't like.
I mean, because it's like with certain shows. Yeah, go. Sorry.
But then as we got further into the episode, I was like, hold up. Faye shows up in the first episode, and she's giving Spike trouble in running them hands. Are we really doing this, Netflix? We really doing this? Wait, whoa.
Wholesale went there.
And I'm like, hold on, stop the cell games. Hold on, Goku, don't sacrifice yourself real quick. Jet, you have a what? You have a daughter, an ex-wife, and the cop who actually looks like your good friend from the anime is the one who's banging your ex-wife. What?
And like, look. I don't want to turn into a meme, but I'm like, so why is Jet's wife white?
His daughter is mixed. I guess I don't fucking
his daughter is mixed. His wife is white.
And why is that old ass white woman lusting after his cock so hard? I feel like we found the writer's veilly disguised fetish.
Yes, we did.
But it was kind of it's like sorry.
But hold on, but Prime, but check it out. See. Do you remember that wonderfully written episode of the Cowboy Bebop anime where Spike and Jet go to that old water town and Jet finds his old flame running the bar.
Oh, you mean one of the best written episodes? They actually had
One
like
of the-
gravitas.
yes,
He's like
yes.
the woman I love. I broke up with her, and now I'm going after the dude that she loves, and now there's that fucking character conflict, that human emotion.
Yeah. Now apparently someone in Netflix looked at that character and said, "Okay, so that's his ex-girlfriend. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take her character, make her as white as can be, and she's gonna be an ex-wife instead of an ex-girlfriend."
I feel like there's somebody at Netflix who's like, okay, we have to have a Karen quota for each show.
Need at
We
least
have
one.
we have to have it depending on the strength of our messaging. We have to have at least 2, and depending on how hard in the paint we're gonna go for our messaging this week, we gotta go for the full trifecta. So we have to have a bunch of Karens and a bunch of unlikable cunts and a bunch of motherfuckers dodging accountability. So
I mean, you know what? I can't say a dodging accountability. I say it's because I mean, let's be real. When we say dodge accountability, if it was a dude doing it, probably not. If we're gonna be real.
We do.
Okay,
We're like,
all right,
who was the last motherfucker we just called out for that shit? What's that? What we just talked about the motherfucker in the comic book. I think we just talking about comic. Oh, fucking X-Men.
Oh, fucking Charles. Yeah. You're right.
Dragging that motherfucker routinely.
Never mind. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at the show just objectively,
Really?
because we could do compare and contrast all day.
Like, I mean, like that's
thing,
okay. So that's not gonna be fair to the show, but like you can't, because when they came out, so like these motherfuckers again, like I wish in marketing they would just shut the fuck up, but like for whatever reason they just keep putting the foots in the mouth. So they said like we're not gonna do a 1-for-1 for the anime, and I was like, okay, that's fine, that made sense, that's fair. But then they released the opening, which was a 1-for-1 for the anime, with scenes that were 1-for-1 for the anime. And we're like, wait a minute, I thought y'all said no, just watch the show when it comes out. Then the show comes out, and they do 1-for-1 elements of the anime. So I'm like, you're doing nothing but inviting the comparison. So like, if you just did your own thing or told your own spin, like you'd have to use any elements at all from the show. Like the show is about fucking bounty hunters in the near future. It is limited by your imagination. You can do whatever the fuck you want as long as it's just hard science fiction, just out there bounty hunters hunting criminals. But you made the choice to do fucking adaptations and like take different plot elements, put them in a fucking pan, but then you did them shittily. I feel like I said this on Twitter. My main gripe with this show is like it reeks of that I fixed your shit energy, where people just take other people's art and like scribble all on it, or recolorize shit and go, hey, I made your art better. You didn't make shit better. You took someone else's work and you just defaced it and said that, oh, I've made art. No, you didn't. You did not.
Prime. The best way to sum it up, and I am going to keep it relatable to the universe of Cowboy Bebop. Netflix gave us bell peppers and beef.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah,
it gave us bell peppers and beef.
And ironically, I was watching the whole show. I was waiting on that. Y'all couldn't even fucking do that right. Like, what the fuck?
And the reason, and the joke, and for anyone who doesn't get it, the joke of it being, you gave us bell peppers and beef, but there's no beef. Of course there isn't. There was no substance.
Actually.
Well, hold on, Chris. There's no substance. There is substance to the show. No, there isn't. There is when you're Netflix.
Here's the thing. Let me start with this. So,
and yes, Vicious was
so here's my thing about
Vicious.
Vicious.
Terrible. So
number one, I have no problem with the actor. You do what you're given with the material you're given. That's fine. My thing is this. John Cho, very youthful looking guy. I'm not even trying to be ageist when I say this shit.
Oh, he looks great for his age. Yeah.
Yeah. Vicious Vicious looked like a 45-year-old cosplayer trying to be vicious, and it didn't hit for me. Like it should be a stark contrast. You need to give me a young emo Vicious that's a stark contrast from Cho, and it'll be fine.
So my whole thing is like, so Vicious in the anime is cunning. He's fucking, intelligent. He is fucking insidious, ambitious. Like he shows no emotion. And then we get to live action, who's fucking discount Kylo Ren. I'm trying to figure out.
Super discount Kylo Ren. He wasn't great value. He was Safeway Select.
As soon as he's dead, as soon as we found out one of the
Dollar
guys,
General DVD knockoff being Kylo fucking Ren.
As soon as we found out one of the Syndicate guys was his dad and he slapped him, like, you went this direction with it. That's his dad. Like, come on, man.
What the fuck?
Like,
I'm like,
No,
basic Betty bullshit.
No, did y'all like how they gave us the TVA of the equivalent of the of the three guardians, the three heads of the Red Dragon Syndicate, which, by the way, they are not even called the Red Dragon Syndicate. They're just the Syndicate.
yeah, and the thing of it is, I don't mind if you want to expand.
It's Asian. We have to say Oriental shit, right? So Red Dragons.
And the thing of it is, I don't mind.
Paper Tigers, right?
It's a great movie.
Shout out to Paper Tigers. Shout out to Paper Tigers. That was a good movie.
Oh, but no, I don't mind if you want to do background on Spike and Vicious during the Syndicate days. I have no problem with that because that's something the anime
you know what?
touched on for a second.
I disagree because I feel like some things can be a mystery. Like, I don't have to have all the fucking answers. Like, because nothing you're gonna show me is gonna do as well a job as my fucking imagination.
Yeah, the show gave us what 5-second flashbacks, which is all you really needed.
And we're filling in the base.
Was extremely vague.
This fucking show, for whatever goddamn reason, gave us a whole flashback episode. I'm like, this is the most narrative mistake I have ever seen in my We didn't need to see any of that shit, like at all. What a waste of my damn time.
So the lead up to see Spike get killed, it's like, all right, sure,
right, all right, and we get to see that. Did you know Julia? She's a singer. She worked in a bar.
No, apparently, apparently the show decided to make her a singer, whereas
because it's like a noir, so you have to have the cowboy in love with the singer.
But that's the thing, you didn't even have to do that because in the real show, I
went to film school.
No,
praise me.
No, Prime, stop it. Just stop. Yamete, please.
Look at this guy with the fucking Japanese. Buddy.
No, when I really can't take it, I just break out the Japanese. But anyway,
I hate you, Landon.
Mistake or nothing.
I hate you, Landon. So what you're saying is that Vicious was in fact not vicious at all.
So
on that one.
So let me just tell you guys this. When it comes to Vicious, you want to know the thing that made Vicious so amazing in the anime? Everything that you just described, Prime, but you left out one key ingredient. Vicious didn't say no more than 5 lines per episode that he appears in.
Because he was fucking intimidating. He was
very intimidating. He didn't have to say anything. You know the other thing that made him badass? Not the sword, not the fact that he was menacing. He had one of the coolest pet birds ever.
No Brett Bird. Which again?
No Brett.
And he had that goddamn drip.
He had the drip. And you know the other thing that made his bird so awesome? His bird was about that life because when the bird made the sacrifice and turned itself into a bomb.
and again, it's you're welcome to compare.
Greatest distraction ever.
You can't help but help it. They make it. They did it themselves.
And that's the thing. It's like, again, I don't mind that, but it's like the execution, and that's what sucks about it, is because if you're going to give me a backstory, you got to execute that shit like well. You can't just bullshit.
Like I said, like nothing you're going to show me is going to fill in the blanks as well as my imagination. So why bother? Why even try that?
No, I mean, and that's the thing. Even if you're going to do it, you got to do it fucking good, or just.
Or it's got to be like fucking crafted. You got to have that shit on point, and they had none of it. I'm like, what fucking CW tier bullshit? Was that goddamn
like
episode 9?
No, if you really think about it, this was straight up fan. This was fanfic city for one.
Well, they said that shit.
I mean, Cho came out. He's like, it was like a very high produced fan fiction.
Well, first it came out and said, well, we're gonna do our own thing, like, and that's a good thing. Then it was like, well, we're not trying to repeat the anime, and that's a good thing. Well, we're not as good as the anime. And that's a good thing.
I'm not going to put that on the producers. That's more so on the people writing it. Wait. I'm not even going to put that on the producers.
No. Prime. Let me stop you there. See, I got to stop you somewhere in those at those little bullet points that you pulled up, and I need to mention this. Then we ran into the other problem. You know what, Chris? Can you do me a favor and blow up the background image? Just throw us to the side real quick.
I got another way to do it.
Living in the future, baby.
Okay, you see the one walking Ein, aka the second most accurate thing in this image here, besides
Faye.
Jet Black. Shout outs to Black Excellence. The person walking, Ein is Faye Valentine. Now,
Yeah.
this
Oh, is
particular
she? Is she?
Yeah.
apparently
Is
she
she?
is.
She's
One
not a Netflix Karen. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Prime. I'm going somewhere with this. We're getting to the other root of this of the problem. All right, you can put the camera back on this. The other root of this problem is she decided to run her mouth the first time. First time she ran her mouth on social media. She was saying, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm playing a character that, I'm sorry that I don't have the same thing that this character has of running around with giant double D anime titties and blah 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 blah." And then
Yeah.
To
I'm
be
like,
fair, if you look at what was on social media,
nope,
I get it.
nope.
You can't
Nope.
exclude because
I'm
you
sorry.
can't
Her
exclude
her,
you
her
can't
argument.
exclude-
Her argument got
exclude
lost in my
stupid people
crevices.
saying
I'm
shit.
sorry.
We ain't talking
Nope.
about people that was saying object stuff. We're talking about people that were
No.
saying dumb shit about her. And I'm like, whoa, like
No,
the show ain't even out.
No,
What we doing here?
no, Chris, stop. See, I'm stopping you right now before you even try to throw anything in her direction that helps her, because nothing she said helped her. Everything that she said made it worse. See, when you have whole ass cosplayers that can play not just play the character, but can look like the character, be character accurate, and make the outfit functional. Because one of the things that she said, which was also really stupid, when she said, "Look at her outfit, it's not even functional. You can't even do blah 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 blah." Apparently, say that to every cosplayer at every convention that we've been to. They made that shit functional and they made it work.
And never mind the fact that when movies that she's been in before this, she was wearing costumes way skimpier than what Faye wears.
Oh, there's that. Second of all, Faye is a femme fatale. We've known this from jump.
Day one.
And
Day one. One of the best characters in the show.
She's easily one of the best characters.
And we know the reason why
in
too.
Fact,
There's a whole episode that explains how she got to that point.
In fact, one of the other things that also makes her one of the best characters in the show is it's just how they write her character. 26 episodes.
It's a character. It's a character.
No,
that's the problem.
Not even that. 26 episodes. Yeah, she wears skimpy clothes, and she dresses like that to completely drop the guard of anyone that she's trying to get information from as a femme fatale. But they don't sexualize her. They don't sexualize her in the way that most typical anime will give us, like flat out fan service.
Fan base.
Everything that Faye does.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Everything that Faye does in that show is her choice.
Finish.
Everything she does is her choice. So like she's not sexualized. So that's the point.
Yeah, I get that. But hold on. Let me finish. They don't sexualize her in the way that typical anime fan service does it. So like even episodes that are about her, even when you get like whole Faye dedicated episodes, she's not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? They don't treat her like a typical dumb anime girl with giant titties. I mean, she used what she has to get what she wants, mostly from bounties. And of course, the people that she has in her crew, which is Spike and Jet, they're more annoyed with her than anything else.
It's like, why are you here?
But at the same time, they would drop everything to save her because they're partners.
Yeah, because even Jet, when she got kidnapped by Vicious, she was like, "Fuck. All right, I guess I go to the church." Jesus Christ.
And it was more, and it wasn't even because of her, because she actually got out. She called Jet and was like, "Oh my God, Jet, it's Spike. Forget it."
then he was like, "Fuck."
Then he's staring at his fucked up bonsai trees and goes, "Damn it."
No, but you know what it is? Okay.
And so let's back to what you were saying, Eris, about how she's a femme fatale. See, that's also the problem. In 2021, these people think femme fatale means obnoxious bitch.
Yes,
like,
but that's the fault of some of these American TV shows. That's the fault of American TV that kind of sets that shit up. Unfortunately,
right?
CJ, hold on, hey CJ, not everybody. Shout outs to the protege.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the problem is it's a clash. Okay, and this is also goes into this whole thing with Faye. It is a clash of a lot of ideologies on Twitter versus what we think of in real life. Like that's why I was like, I get where her mentality was coming at, because you do have a fan base that watch Cowboy Bebop, and you get that subsection of fans that will over sexualize Faye than what the show did. So you see that shit and you think that that's what they meant in the anime, and it's like, no, that's not what that is. That's why I was like, I understand where she's coming from, because she did have a bunch of dudes get at her in a fucked up way versus some
And
of. So I get that why she said that. Would I have said that? No, but I get it because you're on Twitter and you got that subsection of
and
assholes.
sometimes you get your feelings. I get that.
You
I
get your
understand.
feelings, but that doesn't. But that does not give you the green light to come out of pocket.
No, I get to come out of pocket.
I mean, to a certain extent, like I can kind of see, because like especially if you're getting that shit from all angles. But maybe that's when it's like, as an actor, as a working professional, maybe I should step the fuck away, because is this a fight worth having? That's ultimately like maybe.
I mean, but you know the ego of people online where they don't.
It is you versus the internet, and I am not.
You versus the mob.
And that's the hubris. And I don't care how much. I don't care how much internet stardom you may have. That is smoke you're not ready for.
And that's the hubris, unfortunately. And I kind of at times I feel for some of the celebs, because a lot of them don't ask for the shit to get to them. It's like, hey, I came in to do the fucking job. What the fuck you getting at me for? Like, like let me be like, that's the thing. I never knocked her, because I think she just went into it like she seems like she's a genuine fan of the show and all that stuff. So to a degree. But my thing is this:
she's never seen anything.
What I'm saying is
regarding the character that she's playing, Chris.
I feel she went into it with the best of intentions, and it's just all the stuff that she was saying, it kind of blew up in her face once the product finally came out, and it's like, ooh. Shit.
And like, look, I was willing to give the portrayal a chance again, because I come from comic books. I'm used to adaptations. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was willing to give it a chance. I was like, even with that video notwithstanding, I'm like, okay, I can still watch it. I can see what's going on. But the problem that she had is like, from the word her character first appears on screen, like she wasn't Faye. And I mean that she wasn't based on her social media videos and based on her performance, she was just acting like herself. That's not Faye. Like she didn't have any of Faye's charisma. She didn't have any of Faye's gravitas, and if her she didn't even attempt to do an approximation. Like Vincent D'Onofrio, he does a great Kingpin in the Daredevil, but it's not 100%. A 1-for-1, not a 1-for-1 for the comic book Kingpin, because they're two different portrayals. Like, but he has some of that DNA in his portrayal, like some of that quiet, some of that menace, some of that fierce intelligence. She didn't approach anything that she did like Faye from the anime. Like it's so much so, in fact, that she could have been just called Day or Nasia and had the same fucking impact. Like,
I think I think that's where the mix of a lot of the writers kick in, because I saw some of the writers is on there, and I'm like, I think you had a lot of those writers that assumed that Faye, like, they didn't pick up on the femme fatale. They just saw, oh, she's just a regular fucking big boob anime chick, and I'm like, well, that's not what she is. And
maybe
it's
you
like,
should watch the fucking show that you're.
And that's why I say the best of intentions. It's like the best of intentions is like, guys, you have to really watch the show. Like, I get that you have the anime as a whole. Yes, it's crazy and wild, but guys, watch the show.
And like, yeah, and again, like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of this just reeks of them of like, oh, I fixed your shit. Like, or they think like, oh, we can do this, we can do it better. Like the sheer fucking hubris,
which is like, weird, because Watanabe was part of the whole process.
He
and
was brought in as an advisor.
Or was he just collecting a check? They just put his name on. Like, can we just say you saw something and you get this money?
Nah, it seems as though he saw some of the stuff they were doing, advised, and he was like, all right.
But advised. How much power did he have on set?
I am willing to bet he had less than 1%.
I would say it's more like, hey,
that's like saying, oh, Stan Lee is a producer on a Marvel movie. Well, how much input did Stan Lee really have on anything that was going on at the moment?
Very easy question to be answered there, sir. We gave him a cameo and told him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing of it is, like, when I look at it, it's like, okay, and that's why I said the whole show as a whole feels very mid.
Right here, Brian. I'm right here with Brian. I'm ready to Brian. I got so happy because Chris Schultz is one of my favorite comic book writers. Like his fucking run on Red Robin, the shit he done. He worked on Earth's Mightiest Heroes too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking fantastic writer. Chris, what the fuck are you doing? What was this? I guess we all got an off day at work, huh?
Yep.
I mean, dude, he did the fucking Mandalorian. I'm like, that show was fucking great. Like,
well,
and then maybe
the Mandalorian, they cared about the Mandalorian.
No, well, that's true. But also too, this kind of goes into something that you see a lot too. That I think there were a lot of higher ups at Netflix that kind of probably put their hands in the show too. Because you saw that shit. You saw that shit with the Death Note one too. Because I remember at San Diego Comic-Con they were talking about Death Note, and like Lakeith Stanfield was really hyping it up. Like, oh man, if you love the show, you're gonna like this. And I'm like, all right, man.
No,
and then you watch the
Stop
movie,
signing
and it's like,
stop signing them checks. Y'all know y'all can't cash,
I
man.
really wish y'all would stop doing that.
so it's like, and so we got Vicious, which I'm like, again, the actor was fine. It's just
Meek was calling motherfucker Meek.
I call
Meek.
I call him Witcher Spoonie because he looks like Spoonie from that guy with the glasses.
Yeah, he was
with the Witcher hair.
Spoonie.
Like it's again,
Witcher Spoonie.
you work with what you're given. It's just visually, it's just
Who the fuck said that Vicious should have a British accent? Who the fuck was in the room?
I don't, but see, the Prime, I don't mind that. It's like if you look, I would have rather they just put Idris Elba. You know what?
Who said Vicious? Who said that shit?
If they put Idris Elba in a fucking gray wig, I would have been like, oh shit, Stringer Bell fucking Vicious. All right, cool. Because at least I know the acting would have been fine. Whatever.
Vicious ain't doing Idris ain't doing anime. Idris ain't being Doctor Who. Y'all need to let this shit go. Let it go.
Gentlemen,
you ain't doing neither. Stop. Stop it.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I really have to break this up to inform you. You know how they said, oh, we're not doing one for one, and all that bullshit. Yeah. It wasn't just the visuals. Get this, you guys. If you switch the audio from English to Japanese, they got all of the original Japanese voice actors.
Oh, they announced that
from
before,
the anime.
Before it even started.
From the anime to play the voices of the characters in the live action.
Yeah.
Again, hold on. No, Chris. Again, not one for one. Not one for one. I'm like,
no, we're doing our own thing. But we're totally gonna.
You're throwing out this conflicting shit, and it ain't jiving with me, man. Like, what? Stop it, please.
And I mean, on top of that, it's like, okay, so you got Vicious, that's out. Then you have certain things like y'all mentioned the whole thing with Jet and his wife and all that.
Before we move on from Vicious, before we move on, all right. Did you see that video on Twitter? Like, I think this encapsulates the perfect difference between the anime Vicious and the live action Vicious. Someone put side by side the church scene from the last episode and how Vicious reacted in the anime to getting shot versus how Vicious in the live action. I was like, bro, that's fucking perfect. That is,
and that's the thing too.
Let me tell you this, Prime. While the live action had to react by acting, anime Vicious was perfect. He took that shot to the shoulder, and his way of emoting, all of his emotion literally went into grabbing Spike by the skull, lifting him up, and you see that super evil grin as he yeeted his ass through the window and out of the church.
And I mean,
that was the most emotion you would ever get out of Vicious.
And somebody said it best. It's like, when you're trying to translate one for one, because this goes into something that I think really encapsulates the whole show. I have nothing against the actress that's playing Ed. There are certain things that you can't just do. It doesn't work, and you have to change it up.
It was never gonna work.
You can do it, but
you
can do it. You got to make
some
changes, because if you're going to give me you can do an eccentric person, but if you're just doing one for one like that, it doesn't work in live action. Like, we're not talking, because we're not talking Sprito and Chim Chim and Speed Racer, where it's like, no, that shit worked in Speed Racer because the way the Wachowskis did that. Yeah, for what they were doing, it fit. This is Cowboy Bebop. If you're going to give me eccentric, you have to kind of go a little bit different with Ed, but still keep the spirit of her. And if once you ever going all wild and crazy, it's like, I see what you're doing, but like, it ain't meshing. It
just doesn't fit. It's like, it's jarring. It's just like, some things don't translate well. So you're doing an adaptation, and that's so weird. Like, there are a lot of things you did change and adapt, but like, some things you chose not to change.
Like the blood, like the red eye, they didn't make it be slow motion. It makes some kind of like Superman-esque and stuff. Which,
well, in the way the red eye was right. The only thing that I wish that we did see was, like you said, the slow motion part.
Yeah, if they did first person seeing it, that would have been dope.
They did do, but
if it was slow though, if it was a little bit more like Matrix slow,
like the way,
all right, cool.
No, I get it. Like, basically in the anime, where when they do the slow motion parts, the sound is like damn near muted. It's like straight muffled, and you're seeing everything from Asimov's perspective.
Yep.
And again, you had a shot to show off some really, really good camera work by having that one bullet fly at him and be like within a millimeter of his freaking skull. He just dodges and
yeeted past it like,
yeeted
nope.
my man out the freaking door. Also, and shout outs to that whole episode, because that whole, like, I was telling my friends when we were watching this that if you watch the anime version, it makes a lot more sense. The anime was really a more of a call, but no, it was paying homage to Desperado.
Yeah, that whole
because
the whole series was like,
because Asimov was clearly Antonio Banderas, and this girl who was smuggling the red eye was Selma Hayek.
yeah, that was the whole thing. You know what was weird about it is that with them, I was kind of curious on how they were going to intertwine that whole syndicate stuff, and it was kind of interesting. Like the end of that first episode, the syndicate members that he didn't kill, they report back to Vicious, and how Vicious kind of was the reason why you get people like the fucking what the hell is
Mad Puro.
Mad Puro, which I was like, I remember in the show that was just a one-off character that the military.
It was a one-off.
It was just a one-off. So I was kind of like, so you made him kind of be part of like Vicious in some way. Like, that's an interesting choice. Fine, make him like somebody that Vicious can send off, but it just, I don't know. It's just, I think there were certain ideas that, again, I can jive with, but it's like you kind of miss the point of what you're going to do. Like it's just something missing. And like I said, the core cast, they have good chemistry. I would give them that. It's just how you execute all that stuff is just where it just kind of flops
on its face hard.
And like I said, could they make a difference in the second season? Sure, they're gonna have to get some better writers. I mean, that's the only way it's gonna work. I mean, I'm not, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not even gonna say that you don't do more live action. It's just like, yo, get better writers. Like it's not enough just to have the visual of it. You gotta
have some fucking soul. This show is soulless. No soul, no flavor.
It's not even just the better writers. I mean, the decisions that you guys made to change, never mind changing the main characters, it's when you change iconic characters. Like freaking Mad Puro, you kept them about 90% accurate to the anime.
Like Dolph Lundgren,
but
a little bit.
But for the love of God, Chris,
full well he like Dolph Lundgren.
No, he did. I'm not even going to front. He was definitely Dolph. But then when you take other characters such as Teddy Bomber, and I don't know if that was some sort of inside joke where he was ignored, nobody took him seriously, and they said, "Hey, let's be funny and do that in real life. We're gonna make him a character that means nothing to anybody." I'm like, dude, he had a whole reason why he was bombing places, but of course you never know what it is in the anime because he kept getting cut off and ignored.
Nobody gave a shit because they were going after somebody else. So it was like,
and it wasn't even that. Spike spent most of his time dealing with his literal cowboy alter ego. It's like it's a dude that looks like him but with blonde hair.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Hey, look, man, after the shit that we watched for like 5 episodes straight, I was ready for it. I was honestly ready for it. I was like, you know what, Netflix, do it. Go ahead and give it to it because if you're trying to cram 3 plot point characters in one episode, go ahead and give me that.
I knew Ballad of Fallen Angels was going to be. This is why I know this is going to be a 3-season show, because I knew Ballad of Fallen Angels was going to be like the season finale, just like I know Jupiter Jazz is going to be the season finale for season 2, and Real Folk Blues is going to be the season finale for 3. I already know it.
Chris, listen, man, I'm gonna need you to stop right there.
You got some faith.
You not only do you have faith, I think you have misplaced.
Let
me explain. The reason why I say that is because, bro, they already did Jupiter Jazz episode 2.
I know, but I'm saying they're going to do a variation of it for season 2.
It wouldn't make any sense for them to go back and do a repeat of episode 2.
Or Vincent is going to probably be like the season finale for season 2.
If they make Vincent the season finale of season 2, or God forbid season 3, again, I mean, why give us one element from the movie at the beginning of the season, and then completely ignore that and focus on the episodes of the show, and then you go back and bring in more movie stuff for a later season. What's next? You're gonna bring in what's her face, Elektra,
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
because she was part of the movie and she actually knew Vincent.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this show has like a 3-season fucking stretch at best. And
I
nothing
really don't
more
see
than that.
three. I really don't see 3 seasons.
They'll stretch it out to 3 because that's Netflix's golden rule when they give shows and stuff. You get no more than fucking 3 seasons.
What
and then
anime adaptations have lasted more than 1 season?
this is the first time they've done an anime adaptation TV show, because Death Note was the movie, and
Well,
this
yeah,
is the
everything
first
else
time,
was a movie.
yeah.
Okay.
So this is the first time doing it. But when they do TV shows, it's always three seasons tops, and then they exit.
Well, let me ask you guys. Well, this is more so for Netflix. So Netflix, I see you had the interesting fight between Spike and not Uday. Sorry, what's his name? Abdul Hakim. Now, just very, very small question. Netflix, was Gareth Edwards too busy? Did he say no? Because what was up with these fight choreography?
Trash.
It was straight basura.
Here's where the bar is so low for me. I was like, well, at least it wasn't jump cut heavy and shit, but it was definitely kind of like they slowed it down.
It was too slow.
They slowed it down. Like, it was competent, but it was like it could be better. It could be way better.
Like,
way better.
Flip roll, and John Cho said nice. I was like, if you don't shut the fuck up, John, you don't get the fuck off my screen with this bullshit,
bro. No, and worse yet, how do you up and kill Abdul Hakim like that? My man caught a straight bullet to the dome. Like, you just kill him? And why couldn't you have just kept him a brother? You know, his mugshot for Big Shot was supposed to be his old face, which was the white dude. It was a white dude with blonde hair. But then he went and did the actual plastic surgery and made himself literally Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which was the name Abdul Hakim. You know, again, everything is a reference.
Yeah,
you know,
they went opposite.
Which is what makes Cowboy Bebop the Tarantino films of anime, because everything is a reference in Cowboy Bebop, which is what Tarantino movies are. They're references to stuff.
Yeah.
How do you mess that? No, how do you mess that up? And going back to Mad Pierre, God, why? Sorry, Mad Pierrot. Why is it? How come for Mad Pierrot, you give him a tragic death by having him get taken out by not Disney animatronic, playing the drums, but instead he gets lifted. Spike just lifted up in the air. And same thing with Teddy Bomber. Teddy Bomber, it was just, they either arrested him or killed him or something.
No, they arrested him. He got knocked out, and they just said, "Oh, well, they got the bounty from."
Yeah, they were able to get. Yeah, that's right. They were able to get him. Oh, what about one of the other popular characters from the anime? The environmentalist terrorist.
Yep, that got turned into a monkey at the end of the episode.
Yeah, everybody turned into monkeys at the end of that episode. But in this one, son, shit got dark real quick. I mean, that got real dark.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, real talk. That environmental episode in the anime, I ain't gonna lie. Even that ending was a bit dark. Like, that shit fucking slowly hitting the side and explodes, and they all turn to monkeys. I was like, that's pretty fucking dark. Like, god damn. Like,
and I see in the Netflix version, they made it worse. They pulled the Captain Planet, the Don Cheadle Captain Planet. Everybody turned into trees.
I'm like, okay, wow. That was dark. Like, and is this the
I mean, and the thing is, we don't even see like the cool side of Spike, where he, like, how many times do we see Spike's sleight of hand in the anime? Several times.
Plenty of times.
How many times did we see it in the live action?
Like once, maybe twice, maybe.
Yeah, you said twice. You're definitely being generous. I can't even recall seeing it once.
Yeah, you know what it is. All right, because this is something that I think the overarching thing with the show is, there's, like, in my head when I think of Cowboy Bebop, and I kind of get where people were coming from with it. is they said that the show looks very cheap looking, which I get because I mean you get what you pay for with the budget, obviously. And I think a lot of people in your head, Hollywood was like Hollywood was never going to put a lot of money behind Cowboy Bebop. They just weren't. That was
they
never.
don't have any faith because they never have faith in Cowboy Bebop.
They put their money behind Speed Racer because it didn't make the fucking huge amount of money, even though it made decent amount of money. It's like no, fuck that.
Well, Chris, they put their faith in Speed Racer because of Wachowski brothers.
Yeah,
just like they put the same amount of faith in Dragon Ball Evolution.
I don't even think how much money did they put behind Dragon Ball Evolution?
It was probably more than what they put in Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I mean Netflix, as much as they are flush with money, they're still Netflix. So your mileage is going to vary on the movie and stuff. But like I said, I didn't mind the visuals of it. Like I said, it was fine. But like my expectations of what I think of Cowboy Bebop, I'm thinking visually it could have been a little bit better in terms of how they did it. Because I even saw somebody was saying did like a shot of when the ship lands and stuff, and it had a very kind of like brown looking look to it and stuff, and they kind of wished that they kind of went with a little bit more of a colorful look like the anime. And I was like, yeah, that's fair, definitely fair in certain shots.
I think one of the few positives I can say about the show is like I think the color palette was fine. I think they did a good job matching to the anime as best they could when they did so, when they chose to do so.
Like, okay, since we're all giving positives.
Oh yeah, Brian is actually pretty right though. That background fight Spike had.
Yeah,
that was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Like Jet at his daughter's recital and Spike fighting. I'm like, okay, that was actually pretty dope.
Actually funny. But no, one of the other positives though was the return of Yoko Kanno.
Yep.
Oh, without doubt, yeah.
Yeah, the return of Yoko Kanno doing the music.
What's that fucking bird? What's that statue bird mean? It's like Yoko Kanno's music, this entire fucking production.
Yep.
Look, if you didn't bring, it's like this. If Netflix tried to do a version of Yoko Kanno, I would have probably been like, yo, fuck this show. We probably wouldn't even did the podcast. I'm like, nah, 0 out of 10. Get this fucking bullshit out of my face. At this point, I'm like, nah, get it out of my face right now.
I don't know if it was you guys, but it might have been just me. But the times when they brought in the classic music from the anime, did it ever
feel? Made me wish I was watching the anime.
Well, besides making you wish you were watching the anime, but whenever they just drop it, like, does it ever felt like the music for from the anime just felt like it was just dropped in on the scene?
That was something I brought up on Twitter because I felt like their music choices for certain scenes didn't match the scene for it. Like when they did Ballad of the Fallen Angels, that whole last episode, right? When they played that song, that when Spike walks to the church, they played it at the wrong. They played it at the wrong time in this show, and I'm like, no. Like, what made that song great was seeing that slow walk of Spike walking into the church, and then you hear Vicious says, "Yeah, when angels fall from heavens." I was like, oh, okay.
See, the problem is,
and it blended in with that. You don't play it right when the action scene is about to start. And I'm like, that doesn't work.
Well, no, see, they did play it when he was walking towards the church. They did play it in the live action. They literally copied it from the anime.
It just didn't hit.
It didn't hit because the pacing of the show, it made it feel like it didn't hit. Not to mention, they played the male version of that song instead of the female version.
Yeah, and then also like when they played What Planet Is This? I think when did they play that? God, what fight was it? They played that song, and I was like, this doesn't work for this scene. I don't know why they play. It was just the way where they put the songs in, it didn't fit for the scene. And like you said, that one song, Rain, it just got rushed for that moment. And then everything else is like, if you swapped out this song here for this song here, it would have worked.
I got an even better one for you. How about this? Going back to Abdul Hakim. The chase that led up to their fight on the rooftop. If they could have just dropped in Mai Yamane's song, I Want It All Back. If they could have just dropped that song in there from the chase all the way up to the fight scene, I would have liked that episode. And yeah, What Planet Was This was played on the first episode, by the way.
Chris. Yeah. It was just song choices because it was like, all right, that was nice to see, but I don't know. It's just certain choices. I think overall kind of made it to where it's like when I see would I watch this show a third time? Probably not.
Nah, they
didn't. Man, you 3 times, bro. Do you need counseling? You okay?
Hey, the second
wanna
time I
talk?
said it was background noise. It was literally just played in the
They,
background while just doing stuff. So that's
they
yeah.
didn't play. There was other like great classic songs, and I didn't hear like "Good Night, Julia." Nobody
I
like.
wish they would have played "Good Night, Julie" and strangled that bitch.
Yeah, I agree. But no, that's
I
you know.
have
Okay, all right. Since you're saying all this, Prime, let me go ahead and ask you. I think it was episode 7 or 8. Did you get satisfaction seeing Julia get shot in those dream sequences?
uh
At this point in the game, we already don't like Julia.
so like okay, so Julie anime. So like I can see the machinations of why they did the things they did. It's like, oh well, in the anime, she's like a
Shin.
prop, or she didn't
Not
really
even a
have
prop. She was
much
literally a
agency,
woman.
or but see, she's a woman on the run,
Yeah, she's on
and
the
her
run.
purpose is to be an example of like the things that's it's a tragic love story, like the woman that Spike couldn't have, and
Vicious
there's
wanted and all
there's
that stuff. Yeah.
there's gravitas there, and they decided to throw all that out and make her and Vicious married. And one of my boys on Twitter was like, the scenes with them are so bizarre. And I said, yeah, it feels like a fucking parody. And he said, it feels like anti-writing. Like every scene with them just feels so out of place, so weird, so wrong. It feels like, well, we got to put in some modern day messaging. And this Julia, this Julia is such an, again, I guess they feel like only way that women can be strong is if they're fucking unlikable bitches.
That's the thing. It's like you didn't have to, because for what up to that point, I was fine with her. It's like, all right, that's what you want to play her as, fine, right?
Yeah,
But
but
then
then
like
that last episode when they
yeah, it's
want to
like
do that white woman empowerment, I was like, yo, wait a minute.
that's what got
Hold
me,
on,
because
dog.
it's like that's what got me, because it's like there's ways to kind of do your girl boss moment that I can dig, but that's not
Right?
it right there.
That's
That's
yeah,
not
that's not the look y'all think it is.
like
That shit was
because it's like
horrific.
if you want to switch the power dynamics and make her be like, nah, I'm the one that's running the syndicate. I'm like, that doesn't work, because she wanted to leave the fucking
She wanted
syndicate.
to
She didn't want.
leave. That's
She
not
wanted to get the
Julia.
fuck out the syndicate. This
She
ain't
was trying to
no.
get out of Dodge. She was fucking Carmen Sandiego on their ass.
I did like her plan, her freaking Home Alone style battle plan that she wrote up for with freaking Malian. I'm sorry, not Mal, with freaking Annie. She tried to set up the plan, which was, we're gonna have these assassins work with Vicious and stage a coup, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna kill Vicious instead, and yeah, and I'll be free. And Vicious Vicious was right to come back and say, "Oh, the plan worked. It was just your plan didn't work."
I'm gonna say, I'll give him this. That's the one moment in the show when I felt like, okay, there's Vicious. There's a little,
Yeah, that was Vicious.
there's some shades of Vicious there. Not the delivery, but like the action.
Yeah, the actions of it and stuff. It's there. I'm still wrapping my head around the whole concept of Shin and Lin in this show.
They were definitely background noise.
And that's what kind of got me,
They
because like one of them, I think Lin was the one that got killed.
Lin got killed in Jupiter Jazz, and Shin got killed at the end of Real Folk Blues.
Side note, he had the most dumbest death in Real Folk Blues. I will say to this day, like, Shin, just stop the detonator, just duck and shoot. But whatever, that's his nitpicking.
No,
but,
wait, if I remember correctly, Shin did take a bullet.
He was setting up the detonator, and it's like, hey, guy, you have a machine dude to your left.
My man with the machine guns just turned. He just came in and just started, firing, just letting that. He let that llama go. All right, and and Shin just caught the straight bullet, man. I was like, hey, he was helping him. My man was helping him at first, but I think Lin probably had the most fucked up death, because all you got out of Lin was Vicious, look out, and and to show you that Vicious didn't give not even an ounce of a shit. He's
never given an ounce of a shit.
But just to show you that while he had him as a guard and everything, dude's been guarding him for like pretty much all of his life in the syndicate. When Spike tells him, Lin died for you, man. like his soul has been lost. Vicious reply, he wasn't protecting me. Don't you get it? He was protecting the order.
Yeah.
And just to prove his point even further, he tells Shin, don't follow in your brother's footsteps. And left it at that. He just left it at that.
And I think that's it's again ideas, but your execution is bad. And like I said with Julia, it's like, so she gets so she's head of the syndicate. How are we going to flip this around?
No. You know what? Wait. No, never mind. We'll come back to Julia in a second. That last thing that Brian just said. Okay, hold on. Let me pull.
Oh yeah, Grin.
No. I need to pull out the documents. Grin. You took somebody from the anime, probably one of the greatest 2-part episodes before Real Folk Blues parts 1 and 2, from Jupiter Jazz. Grin, who was a soldier, previous soldier in the battle on Titan with Vicious, and Vicious, of course, sold him out.
Yeah,
and he went to play. He was already thrown in prison. He was forced against his will to take experimental drugs, and it changed his body.
Yeah.
And of course, he tried to hide the fact that he had breasts. But when you had a character like Faye, which by the way, Faye turned out to be she got turned out and became a lesbian in the anime. Didn't think about it until she just met a mechanic who knew how to work that mouth. Anyway, like going back to Grin, when you have Grin, who, again, like his character, his background, the guy was a musician. He took a job on a prison planet, being a musician, a damn good one at that. And Faye was attracted to him. He was a pretty boy. And she figured, hey, you know what? I might, I met him slide. I might let him slide in my DMs if he plays his cards right. You know what I'm saying? In those DMs, I'm gonna let him slide.
Yeah.
But when she saw what it was, when she realized, oh shit, there's a bounty on this guy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn him in. And then wait a minute, you're a woman? Whoa, wait, what? Hold on. What the hell are you? And he said the best line. He said, I am nothing. He said, I'm nothing. No, he said, I'm the same and I'm nothing all at once.
Yeah.
And
again, that means he's transgender. That's what that means. That's what it means. That's what that means.
Well,
he's non-binary.
No. See, Prime in the anime, he was an accidental transgender.
He was forced against his will.
Forced against his will.
There's no choice.
Well, hold on. See, I don't think anybody knew what those experimental drugs were supposed to be, because again, they never.
Well, that's the military.
Never clarified what it was.
Oh, sir, former military. Yeah, it's about on par for the course. It's like, here, take these pills. What does it do?
Hold on.
I don't know.
Wait. Hold on. See, he was thrown in jail when he got out.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like the overarching.
And I don't even know what prison, because again, everything in the anime is vague. It's very vague.
Well, you piece it together.
And that's another thing I appreciate about the anime versus the TV show. The anime doesn't treat you like a fucking idiot. It doesn't.
You can piece it together, and if you really need him to explain, it's like, well, that's what online wikis are for explaining all that. So,
but in any case, anyway, getting off the greatness of anime Grin, we're introduced to live action Grin, and this Grin is.
I shit you not. I was waiting for him to fart glitter. I was waiting on it.
You was waiting for him to fart.
You know what a problem with live action Grin is?
Besides everything,
Besides being a fucking stereotype,
it felt like they were checking off a box, and it was the worst kind of checking off a box.
Because they didn't care. It was not about the character. It was not about the story. It was not about the actor. It was about, this is what people are talking about, or this is what people think are important. So we're just gonna.
It hit upon an issue that I had when CW announced Mr. Terrific, and they did that big rollout on, hey guys, he's gay. I'm like, you can't use gay as a characteristic, guys. You can't do that. And I feel that's what they did with Grin, where it's like, hey guys, he doesn't have a title. What is he like? Non-binary.
Grin is non-binary.
Yeah, and they lit with that, and I'm like, I don't care. He's non-binary. That's fine. I don't
Is
give
he
a
the
fuck.
character? But look,
But
I'm
is that
so
the
mad.
character? Like, what's going on here? Like,
I'm so mad you just said Mr. Terrific because I was just talking to somebody the other day about how I'm still upset that how they fucked up Mr. Terrific in the fucking Arrowverse. And like, because the whole time there, I swear I had swallowed major amounts of copium because I was like, oh, this is Curtis Holt. And I was like, okay, so Michael Holt's coming. Well, the only thing important about Mr. Terrific is that his spouse dies, he becomes Mr. Terrific. So maybe the real Mr. Terrific is coming any day now.
and that was the problem. It's like you can't lead with his relationship being his character. And like I said, thankfully they kind of rehabbed his character a little bit, but like you can't lead with that. And that's the thing. It's like they pull out that press thing of like,
Again.
oh, Grin is non-binary. I'm like, but is that the character? Or
again,
it's
the
like,
fact-
Oh, this
who
is
is he as
all-
a
he's
person?
not. He's not
No,
Garen.
this
He's
is-
just some random
he's
ass
not.
thing that they named Garen. So like
Yep.
he could have just been called
Yep.
anything
He-
else.
Like, what's his
He-
character?
Doesn't matter.
What's his character other than
He is
he's worried about Julia, and it's like,
Oh,
all right,
he's
cool.
No, not even.
Oh,
no,
he's
no,
a-
no. It's
he's
worse.
he's a sassy queer.
It's
Oh,
no, it's
that's
worse.
original. You
It's
guys
worse.
are really
No,
really doing it
it's-
big there over there in Netflix. Oh,
No, it's
oh, wow.
worse. It's worse
Big
than
brain
that.
time.
It's
Big
no,
brain
it's
time.
it is worse than that, my friends. He is just simply a hostess.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I'm not saying I was expecting Grin
Not
to
the
like take over
story,
the show, but like you
Not
could have
the
just kept.
character, not
You
the
added-
writing, not the
you-
journey. You added nothing.
You
Less than
added
nothing.
zero. You added
You
absolute.
subtracted, as a matter of fact, goddamn it, because you took out a really awesome story from the fucking show.
You added absolute dick.
Just to
these
check
10
off, just to check
episodes.
off a box, like we got a non-binary.
Just
And
say
I'm
we
like,
got a non-binary.
you could have made the non-binary badass like the fucking anime.
You really
and
could.
It,
I mean,
could have
come
been
on.
got the same results here.
I mean,
like, what are
bro,
we doing
in
here?
the same dude. Hold on. In Jupiter Jazz Part 2, Grin actually uses what happened to him to his advantage to try and kill Vicious
And that's
with
the
the
thing.
with the freaking briefcase bomb.
And the thing of it is, it's like, all right, even if you didn't want to go with Grin taking military stuff with the boobs, fine. I don't give a fuck. But like, that's not Grin overall as a character, though. He's just a
Not.
hostess that just happens to be hanging out at the club, and that's it.
Some random ass Tumblr queer. Like you didn't do the character. You what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
That's not a character, guys. It's like, no, you actually
No,
have to.
This isn't. This
it's
is
You have
just-
to actually do some what's called writing. I know that's kind of a foreign concept to you here over Netflix, but it's something that you have to do. You have to
Movies
have
and TV
characters.
shows have written non-binary characters as characters. I'm just saying,
I'm
it's
just
a
saying,
thing.
like, it's
They've done it
possible.
before. It's
can do
possible.
it.
but no, I
Fucking
should have
do it.
seen but I should have seen this coming, because if this was written back in 2001 instead of 2021 as a Netflix series, and yes, if Netflix existed as a thing,
problematic as fuck.
it would have been problematic. But guess what? It probably would have had grade A writing. And we would've-
No, sir. Joe, you're not understanding when I say problematic. I'm
Okay.
talking, it would have been the worst kind of problematic where it's like, see, guys, she got boobs. Isn't that fucked up? That kind of shit where I'm like, you kind of missed the point, guys. I sure.
See, wait,
accurate,
do you
but-
hold on? Do you really think that they would have missed the mark 20 years ago back then just as much as they missed the mark today?
Yes. I trust nothing.
I trust nothing.
I trust nothing. You've seen the movies from early 2000s that were problematic as fuck. Come on, man.
Okay.
Look.
All right. Look,
Hey.
look. Don't crucify me for trying to give a little bit of hope to something.
Yeah, if you said it was like the writer of like, look, if you said they got the writer of like the L Word to do that character, all right, I can see it. Fine. I know I'm throwing out a show there, but you see what I'm saying. You're getting a writer of a show that actually tackles these kind of things way better than what this fucking show did. So it's like, and it's not that hard. It really ain't that hard. And that's
It's
the thing
not.
that kind of killed me about it.
And like you know when you're into some fucking bullshit when like you said, that's what they lead with. So like, oh, this person is a gay, or oh, this person is black. Okay, so what's the story?
Character.
That
It's the
they're
character.
gay and black.
Again, police chief
Okay.
and police chief and Flash. We never knew he was gay until the episode just dropped it on us, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
well.
huh, that was
I
nice."
did because I read the comic books, so I was like, I mean,
No, but
I
they just
remember-
dropped.
No,
But they dropped it
Chris,
in there. No announcement. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
CJ,
But the captain had
see-
character, so there's that. So.
CJ, I'm mad, but at the same time, I was laughing hysterically internally when you said the L word, because I almost would have accepted links, but that was good.
I
That-
mean,
that was
I had to
perfect.
pull something out from the early 2000s and stuff. That was that.
Like I
but
said, I would have accepted links, but the L
but
word.
you see what I'm
Perfect.
saying? It's like you can't.
Queer as
like,
folk.
And to be honest with you, that's
Where is Russell T Davies? Where is he? Where's he at?
queer as folks. You know what? I should have said queer as folks.
Queer as
That probably would have been a better option right
Where is
there.
Rusty? He would have done a good job with this.
Because you know what, and that's the thing. Like I said it before, it's like the Patrice O'Neal joke where it's like, white folks, I could be on your side if you just stop with the fuckery. And that's what killed me about some of these white guys that
Stop.
they were saying stuff about that character in the most fucked up ways. I'm like, guys, I get what you're saying, but you're saying it in a very fucked up way. Like, no, stop that shit. Like, I get what you're saying. I can't be on your side on that though, because you're saying it in a very messed up way here. Like, no, hell no. You're making me cape for this show now because you're being stupid.
Right. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Now I gotta stand up for Netflix Cowboy Bebop. Look what you made me do.
Breaking my balls for this fucking show.
How dare you?
Why would bang? Why would Netflix do that?
Damn it, guys. Like, and again, it's just.
Why would Netflix
fucking basically?
And yet,
so now we're the assholes for calling out y'all bullshit. So now we gotta look like the goddamn bad guys because your ass can't write.
Meanwhile, Mustafa Shakir got the whole show on his fucking back because I closed my eyes.
Check
I'm thinking Bo Billingsley is fucking voicing the fucking damn character, and it's like, no, that's Mustafa Shakir voicing Jet.
Check
I'm
on
like,
that man.
Chiropractors
right away.
Like, bro, did you have like voice acting lessons from Bo Billingsley that day? Because holy shit, that was like
I feel
1 for 1. Like, what
I feel
the fuck?
like he's a fan. I feel like he was a fan of the fucking anime because he was putting in all the work. I was like, oh, that is fucking Jet Black. Even if I did not agree with the race change, because you know my feelings about that shit. Like, don't do it.
But see, they did it in a way where it's like I didn't give a fuck.
But no,
fuck.
He was actually a good actor. And actually, like, did all the writers work on Jets? Did they just? That's where all the energy went.
He's the only one that came with notes. Like, all right, and
they spent all the time and energy. They spent all the time and energy working on just Jet and making it because
they were like, because they're gonna come for our ass. If we fuck up Jet Black, they're gonna come for our ass. Like they're gonna earn us to the ground.
Real talk. Think about this, CJ. Now you remember when you and I talked about Walking Dead, right? Yeah. Remember when it was at the end of the beginning of season 9? Yeah. Jesus's last episode, right?
Yeah.
We got to see all of the coolness that we will ever see in that one episode, and they kill him off. Now, the actor who played him, who was it, Tom Payne?
Yeah, Tom Payne.
When Tom Payne himself said, I used to come to the set on whatever day that I was going to be shooting, and I would be reading the issues where my character was makes an appearance, and I would try to emulate and do the exact same thing that my character does, because I'm thinking that we're going to be doing this, especially if it's in relation to the episode at hand. Come to find out, you're playing Peacemaker. You're not doing none of the badass white savior ninja shit that you do in the comics. You're not doing any of that.
Well, let's be honest, that ship sailed on that show years ago. So
no. And I mostly blame Scott Gimple for that shit, as you've heard me say several times. But this is the same thing.
I mean, we're almost at a precipice where I'm kind of afraid for Scott Gimple's life right now. The way you talk, I'm like, Eris might kill Gimple. He might kill him. I don't know why. He might kill
allegedly.
him.
Allegedly. You don't know why.
Put in quotes. Allegedly.
What you mean you don't know why? We got to fuck it up.
I just gave you the reason.
I gave you the reason right there. You want to see all 10 episodes of it? I mean, we got the cases right there. Literally right there. That's case closed right now.
I'm just saying.
It's like Cho, Shakir, Panada, you can leave the room. You writers, stay your ass in this
exactly. Better yet, yes, I will turn it into that scene from freaking Downfall. Anyone who's actually watched all 26 episodes of Cowboy Bebop, leave the room.
Hey, but you sit your ass down.
It's like everyone except you, and you leave the room.
Oh, nigga, you ain't talking your way out of this. Nope.
And I swear to God, if I hear one tampon joke, motherfucker.
No, but I mean, but you're right though. I mean, that Walking Dead correlation is what this show is. It's like
that's exactly what it was. Because it's like, all right, so my character's gonna be doing this. He's gonna be doing this. He talks like this. He moves like this. Cool. I'm gonna try to get his mannerisms down, and that's what my man Bushmaster did with Jet Black.
I feel Cho was kind of in the same boat, but he had no choice but to just get the cards that he was dealt with because it's like, oh,
He really,
yeah.
he
And
really
I felt
didn't.
like after a point, like John, didn't he just sound bored as fuck?
I'll say the latter half of it, it felt that way a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like low energy. Like at first, like he had like I said, him and Jet had really good chemistry.
Their
but, like, at the
camaraderie was
show,
solid throughout the whole series. Don't
I
get it
felt
twisted.
like they were friends. Like that's very rare. Like because now a lot of times
nailed it.
they just tell us, oh, we're best friends, but we don't get to see that.
No.
These
That
two guys,
first
I can
episode
see
one,
them.
the camaraderie was like,
Yes.
boom, on the money.
Like
No,
I'm saying, that would almost won me over to the show was their camaraderie and their banter and their friendship back and forth. So I'm like, okay, I can kind of get on.
Oh,
Hey,
But,
Prime,
like,
you
as
want
the show-
Hey, Prime, you want to know how? Oh, that's funny, Brian.
Yep.
You want to know? No, but you know how the both of you just said, like, oh yeah, I really liked it, the camaraderie, this, that, and this, that. Like it actually, it felt damn near authentic. You want to know where all of that authenticity flew clear the fuck out the window? Spike and Faye having a casual conversation and actually getting along.
Yeah.
That
Speaking of
that part
speaking
where
of
he
that
was
shit.
that part where he was fishing and they were talking. I actually like that scene. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking.
Anytime
I'm not talking about
I
that
hate
scene.
it.
No, I'm not
Fucking
talking about
hate it.
that scene. I'm not talking about that scene. I'm talking about no. I'm talking about
On the
something
ship?
much. I'm talking about something much more heinous. When Spike comes back and looks at Faye dead in her eye and say, "Hey, that shower bath thing, it's amazing, isn't it?" And I'm like, no,
look,
stop.
That
right
was
there with
sitcom
you.
level writing right there.
I'm right there with you because the whole time I'm watching this show, right, and the whole time I'm seeing, Danielle and John interact, I'm in the back of my head trying to picture them doing that scene from the Real Folk Blues where Faye is pleading with Spike not to go, and he turns around, he does that fucking awesome monologue about we find out that one of his eyes is a glass eye, and he's like, I'm always one eye on the past, and like it's this real intense. And she's like, no, stay with me. And he like turns and leaves, and she shoots the gun in the air. It's a fucking phenomenal scene of character writing, character development, and character growth. And the whole time I'm watching this show, I'm like, I cannot see these two motherfuckers doing that scene. Like, I cannot.
Now, my thing is this:
you can never see it.
That's not happening.
There is
not with these two cunts.
A thing that I'm gonna ask. The adaptation should go on hiatus. I feel Netflix, and they're not gonna do it, obviously, because they clearly Cowboy Bebop got trended and stuff, and everybody was talking about it. They have to really kind of go on the soul searching, fall back and really examine how they're going about this, because when you start McDonald's factoring this shit,
that's the problem.
And not really looking at it like, all right, how can we do this to make it more like, hey, people can come to us.
You just hit the nail on the fucking head. They are over quantity, not quality. They're just like, we got to get content for our platform. We're just snatching up all these different licenses. I guarantee you motherfuckers right now, we are 5 years out from a live action Evangelion announcement from Netflix.
Hold on. That thought. Chris, when you said soul searching, that made me think of something. Another key character that was missing. Where's Old Man Bull?
That probably next season.
Where's Old Man Bull with the with that Easter egg ass PlayStation sitting in the corner?
I'm pretty sure that's going to probably be next season. I mean, I would not be shocked.
I would imagine them not using him at all.
Oh, they're gonna use him because you need it, and then who they're gonna get? They're gonna get fucking old boy that plays Echo's dad in Hawkeye to be Old Man Bull.
Stop.
I like him. He's a great actor.
Don't speak into existence.
He's a great actor. I love him in Reservation Dogs, but they're gonna get him.
Stop it.
Or they're gonna get fucking our boy from Dances with Wolves. Fuck, I forgot his name. Damn it.
You said Dances with Wolves.
The dude from the dude that played the Sphinx in Mystery Man.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. Chris
West Studio, whatever his name is.
Chris, CJ, can you please stop?
Netflix is not listening to this. It's not like they go.
No. Let me get my joke out, please. Can you please stop Stop attempting human transmutations. All right, I do not need to see the giant eyeball in front of the door of truth. Stop sacrificing shit for this shit anime.
and I think
Netflix series.
And the thing
Stop
of it is, you have
sacrificing
to.
shit.
It's the reason why
It doesn't work when it comes back on the other side.
they haven't cracked the code. Like with comic book movies, there came a point, I think, when Nolan came out with Batman Begins, that's when it kind of cracked the code for comic book movies. Like, all right, we can do that. My thing was this: with anime adaptations, they still haven't cracked the code. Hell, with video game adaptations, they still haven't cracked the code. I watched the fucking recent Resident. I watched the recent Resident Evil movie.
I bet not. I decline.
Oh, I know that recent Resident Evil is mid
and while like
I
it's
bet not
and while it's like better than the Paul W.S. Anderson ones, it's a fucking
not a high bar to get over.
Not a high bar to jump over.
Clearance to go.
The problem is it's the same issue as the Paul W.S. Anderson one. Real quick, why are you combining Resident Evil 1 and 2 plots? It's like trying to put a fucking square in a circle. It doesn't, you can't do that shit. It doesn't fucking work.
If you're a good writer and you can craft having two sets of characters in the movie, maybe interacting and going, but you have to like, do some fucking work.
But they're not going to do that. They tried to do both fucking plots in the same goddamn movie. It was just a copy and paste. And I'm like, this doesn't work.
Chris, the fact you said that one movie was better than the Paul W.S. Anderson movies. Look, man, don't give me public trust security clearance level shit. All right,
because it's not a high bar to jump over.
I like Mila Jovovich's titties too, but
it really does just turn into Mila Jovovich, the fucking franchise at that point. At least these fucking characters in the fucking movie actually have character to them, and they ain't just, hey, this chick is Jill Valentine because I'm Jill Valentine. It's like, no.
Now Brian brought up a good point. Street Fighter, Assassin's Fist, code cracked slightly. In a way, you're right. And guess what? That was machinima.
But let's be real. It's Street Fighter. That's not hard. Other than Legend of Chun-Li.
I was gonna say it's just about as easy as fuck it up.
Yeah,
they've
so
done that too.
For me, like video games are easy. It's just the way they do it. It's like you get stuff like Assassin's Creed. I thought it had the right idea, and let's be real, Michael Fassbender put that fucking movie on his goddamn back. And Michael K. Williams. But like with anime,
so Darius here.
Yeah, Darius asked a really good question. Like, who gets it right? Video game adaptations or anime adaptations? I'm gonna say video game.
Oh, it's gonna be video game because the thing of it is,
I'm gonna say video game for one reason. This little bastard right here.
True. We did get a good sign. Yeah.
I was gonna say you talk shit about it now. People like to say, oh, it's cheesy now, but like the first Mortal Kombat movie was not a bad movie.
First Mortal Kombat movie is not a bad movie, but guess what? This Sonic movie, the Sonic movie was probably the best step in the right direction that we got.
Well, it gives hope.
We'll see part two because I think that was less of a Sonic movie and more of just a kind of a generic kid furry CGI creature movie, which is not bad. It's not bad,
but it was lore heavy.
Not really intensive.
Not super lore heavy. But again, I said it from the beginning, and I told CJ, and you can back me up on this when I told you this. That movie was a setup. It's an introduction to the world. They knew that they had more than likely a 3-picture deal ready for this.
And to be fair, like based on the budget they had, I don't think they could have done Mobius anyway.
No, they couldn't.
Nah, that's fine.
Nah. But I think with anime adaptations, the problem that you run
Battle Angel. We got Battle Angel. Battle Angel, Speed Racer.
But the thing of it is, too, think about it. Battle Angel came because that was James Cameron. Hollywood sucks the dick of James Cameron, so you don't tell him no. Right. He's gonna be like, fuck it.
James Cameron was trying to get his wife in the movie for years. So
Wachowski's for Speed Racer, definitely. I'll even say fucking Guyver too. I think that's just because it was like the early 2000s, and somebody was like, you know what, fuck it.
You know what?
Do whatever. We keep
bullshitting. We keep sleeping on Edge of Tomorrow because that is a fucking manga anime movie. It's based on a really excellent manga called All You Need Is Kill.
They managed to take the basics of it and it made it work.
I would love to see James Cameron attempt Cowboy Bebop.
He probably
remember what was it 10 years ago? Keanu Reeves. They were talking about him being Spike Spiegel, and I
Yeah,
would
they
have
did.
loved to have seen that.
I would have loved to have seen that too. But
Sir,
guess
10 years ago, I would have loved to see
but
it.
hold on,
John Wick,
but
sir.
no. See, damn it, Chris. I was just gonna say, even though Keanu Reeves kept saying that for 10 years that he wanted to be Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop, he got the consolation prize, and it was called 3, now 4 John Wick movies.
No, sir.
John, 5, no, sir. It's gonna be 5.
Sir. John
we got
Wick,
5 coming.
There's going to be 5.
Yeah, it's only 5.
Okay, whatever. Either way, he's got the series of John Wick.
Sir, John Wick to me, in my head, is the misadventures of Spike Spiegel. That's just me personally.
No. It's not the misadventures. John Wick is what happens after Real Folk Blues Part 2.
Spike got with Julia and she got killed from cancer.
I'm right with you. Spike got up. Fuck you, show. I don't give a fuck what the director said.
Got up.
Spike is okay.
Hey, look, as much as I feel the show is mid, they're gonna fuck that ending up. I already know it.
Like
feel
I
it in
say,
my bones.
I cannot see Danielle and John doing that scene. Like I cannot
I guarantee you
at all.
John doing
no. Make it. Here's an even better. Guess what? Just to piss us off even more, he's not going to do that scene with Faye. He's going to do that scene with Jet.
Yeah, he's gonna do it, Jet. They get the camaraderie. Look in my eyes.
See, Prime. I put that evil on it. I cracked open Pandora's box. I unleashed all the evil into the world.
Call my wife. That's it. I'm out.
Yeah, it's
hold on, but you know that's not far off.
Because we got to get the shippers in. Because
my thing was I think what sucks about all this is that I wish Hollywood, as much as they take gambles on fucking remakes and reboots, is like, yo, take a gamble on anime and get some people on board and put some budget behind it.
No, I don't want to be anywhere near
No. What I'm saying is, like, I feel Netflix. I don't want to say they're scraping the bottom of the barrel because Netflix has been a platform that gives a lot of folks that wouldn't have chances in the Hollywood system to actually put their stuff out there. So I will give them that. That's
also double-edged sword because like they again, like we said, they don't care. They're just trying to get as much content as possible. So like they can pat themselves on the back and go, oh, we're giving these people voices, but like we're gonna cancel them after one season. Like we don't really.
And that's what sucks too, because it's like there's a good way. If you're focused on content, wouldn't you want to have a good content on top of that instead of just it's a numbers game? Because it's a numbers
game. That's what the streaming wars is. That's what the streaming wars. It's a numbers game. It's like
it sucks.
Who has the most boxes? And that's what's so crazy because like. We are a bound of riches in the age of now of entertainment. Like we have so many options, and that's like it's like a curse. It's an amazing thing, but like it's too much shit, so shit gets drowned out. I didn't know that the new season of fucking Lost in Space came out today.
Yeah, I got the notification for it.
I
didn't dig in that show.
I didn't know it was out because so much shit is coming out. Like I can't keep up with all of it.
But also. People sit there and say, don't do it. Dog, we got 3 fucking awesome ass Rurouni Kenshin live action movies.
That we did.
From Japan.
Now,
I know it's from Japan, but what I'm saying is, like, you have the blueprint right there of how Japan goes about their show. And, like, don't get it twisted. Like, those 3 movies, because I think those 3 movies basically lead up to that final movie being the Kyoto arc, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which... To be honest with you, that's where the anime ends for me. I don't give a shit about what happens after the Kyoto arc, honestly.
Well, technically, the anime technically ends with the Samurai X movie. Oh God, which one?
Not trust. Reflection. It's not reflection.
Not trust and betrayal. Reflection. Reflection.
It is reflection. Okay.
Reflection is actually the end of the series.
Yeah, but you know, in terms of TV show, most people like the Kyoto arc. That's it after that.
Yeah, people like it, but I still say Reflection is the end.
Say, the fucking live action Japanese Bleach wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was baseline.
Yeah,
the first plot point of it with Rukia and all that stuff. It's just one of those things where it's like you have it right there. And look, in terms of this overarching show with Cowboy Bebop, I don't mind if you want to make your changes. You say you don't want to do from one, cool. Understand?
Don't lie.
Like you said, like you guys said, it's going to come with a caveat of we're going to make those comparisons because of what you guys put forward. But also, because like I said, I don't want to sit there and say they didn't go into it with the best intentions. I think they did. You know, because most people like to dismiss it and say, no, they went in there purposely wanted to fuck up. I'm like, no, I think they went into it with good intentions, but the problem is like some of those good intentions, majority of those good intentions wasn't executed as they could have been.
Yeah, and I'm right with you there, CJ. Like I said, again, I keep saying this, and I got it. Like, I don't have a problem with adaptations. The problem is, like, you have to, work within the medium, and you have to be bringing something to the adaptation. You can't just be like, I'm gonna just change random shit to be changing shit to put my stamp on it. Is this better serving the characters? Is it better serving the story? Or are you better serving the medium that you are in? Because a lot of people are like, oh, you're just being a gatekeeping weeb. You don't want them to do adaptations. I'm like, no, you can do all you want.
I like the 2017 Power Rangers movie, but I can still critique the fact that it could have did more.
Yeah, you could have done more. You just I mean, be good. Like, why is that so hard now? Like in modern era, just like
your ideas of it was good. Just give me more suit fighting. That's
why can't Netflix take the advice from Mr. Feeney at the end of Boy Meets World? Do good. No, be good.
And I'm not saying you gotta
be good and
be better.
Like, yeah, be good and be like, do good, do better.
It's just get people there. Because, like I said, when you look at Speed Racer, for instance, a good example. Clearly, Wachowskis love Speed Racer top to bottom. They knew their shit about Speed Racer lore to the details. And you need that person in that room for something like Cowboy Bebop, which, like I said, I think they like I said, certain aspects of the show is like, okay, they clearly have somebody there that that watched the show. But then other aspects, it's like you need somebody there to be like, no, let's do this instead. Like,
and because what people kill me is like, oh, they can just copy the show. I'm like, if I wanted to just watch the show, I would just go watch the anime. Show. Like I'm saying, like if you're doing an adaptation, make it work. Do an adaptation.
Yeah, do a proper adaptation. Don't make unnecessary changes where you feel, oh, this is gonna make the story better. No, it actually makes it worse.
Hurt me
about that fucking hubris.
That's what hurt me about the first 5 minutes of that Death Note Netflix movie. It was like, oh God, you guys went huge 180 from the fuck. Like, not even like, hey, we made a minor change here. Y'all went whole ass 180 from the fucking thing where it's like, is this the anime? Like, I don't think this is the anime anymore, guys.
They went like both Netflix on both of these projects went so hard in the paint. It's
you don't like white guy weeb light. Is that what you're telling me? You don't like the I read this in a Japanese book.
Sir, I'm just gonna say it right now. I know this word gets used too much. That was incel light. All right, put it like. I'm sorry.
That is the most overused word. It's used, but
I'm looking for the lie. I'm unable to find it. Sir, you are correct.
Only thing missing was the fedora and done.
I mean, he was already fedora tipping pretty hard in the movie already. That would have been too on the nose if he actually wore one.
He went full blown incel weeb, like, yeah, I'm gonna call myself Kira. I'm like,
So I got an idea. Going off of Cowboy Bebop before we end this.
Yeah.
What I would like to see Netflix take on, and it would hurt me. Very.
Why are you giving them ideas, sir? Why are you giving them ideas?
Why am I giving them ideas? Because I know they'll. No. What I'm about to the anime I'm going to drop is something I know they
didn't listen to us Transformers fans. Why do you think they're going to listen?
No. Hear me out. I'm just giving them something that they will never do. Okay, Netflix
never say never, sir.
Oh, I'm saying it. They will never touch this.
Okay, go.
Hey, Netflix, would you like? Because you can't do Marvel superhero shit anymore. Would you like to do Detective Conan?
Oh, they're gonna do it.
No, they won't.
Right now. Oh yeah,
no,
they
won't.
They're doing
no,
it.
they won't.
Oh, they got
no, they won't.
Yes,
no, they won't.
How low fucking budget Detective Conan is? You think they not gonna do that?
All they need to do is get. All they need to do
is Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew level.
They won't do
that shit.
They won't do it.
Know what they're gonna do?
I guarantee they won't do it.
Hey, I'm gonna
put money on the table.
I'm gonna blow your fucking mind, Eris. This is what we're gonna do. You're gonna get that kid from Young Sheldon, and he's gonna be fucking Detective Conan.
Get the fuck out of my brain right now, because I was just about to fucking say that. You don't think they're gonna snatch his little ass and get what's old homeboy to be his adult form?
No, see,
he'll get one of the Stranger kids.
I was just gonna say that the mop hairy little boy from Stranger Things to be the adult version. Nigga. Think they're not gonna do that shit?
Don't tip that. After they get past One Piece and all that.
Wait. Let me get hold up. So you're telling me we're gonna get Stranger Things version Detective Conan?
Well, shit, we already getting Stranger Things, Transformers. Fuck it,
And Stranger Things, Ghostbusters, but
let's let it happen.
no.
Let it happen.
But no, I only say
Get
that
ready.
because
they doing fucking Detective Conan. They gonna fucking do Evangelion. They gonna fucking do Kenshin. They gonna fucking do Inuyasha. Just look, when they said Gundam and Yu Yu Hakusho, all bets is off. Nothing is sacred.
Number one.
All,
you know where they're gonna.
No, I got. Okay, hold on.
You know what they're gonna
one.
real quick. You know where they're gonna fundamentally fuck up a Gundam. It's not gonna be the casting. I'm pretty sure the special effects for the Gundam's gonna be great. You know where they're gonna fuck up at on the fucking whole morality storyline of war and what
the storyline is going to be.
That's what they're going to
totally say. Zeon's
the storyline is going to be balls, and you know it.
They're not going to do the nuance of. They're not going to do the
straight up Nazis.
They're not going to do the nuance. They're not going to do the nuance of the Zeon is assholes, but they have a reason, and they're not going to do the Federation. They're going to make the Federation good guys no matter what, and they're going to make
Federation going to be America.
Thank you.
And Zeon is
they're
going to
fuck up the whole point.
No, and Zeon is going to be whoever America is beefing with at the time.
Yeah, that's all they're going to do, and it's like you kind of kill the nuance of it because it's like, yo, both sides were shit. Like it ain't even a question of like you know.
But I only say I only say Detective Conan because I just don't believe they would do it.
That's why.
Not only is it hold on. Not only is it my show.
That makes them want it harder. What are you talking about?
No. Hear me out. The reason why I say that is because think about this. You take a show as simple. On the surface, it's simple. It's very simple. Impossible for you to fuck up. Yeah, and Netflix is gonna find a way to fuck it up.
Hold my beer. They're gonna do some dumb shit.
That's what I said. That's what I said. The show is impossible. It's impossible for you to fuck that up.
Here's where they're gonna fuck it up, sir. Here's where they're gonna fuck it up. Detective Conan isn't going to have that thing where he drinks it and he transforms. They're just going to have that young kid be Detective Conan. They're going to do Doogie Howser the shit out of that stuff.
No. What they'll do is he'll be able to transform back and forth like fucking Shazam.
I hate you. I fucking hate you.
He's gonna have a secret identity. Like they don't know he's one of the others. They're gonna have to like play that shit off.
Prime, chotomate, please.
Conan.
No. Okay. We're missing the other big fundamental parts of this, of how much they're gonna fuck this up. They're gonna whitewash everybody like they did in the Funimation dubs.
You see, everybody in Conan did look white. You see, so you know.
And if you watch the English dub, everybody did have American names. Bring on Jimmy Kudo.
He ain't Jimmy Kudo. It's gonna be like Jimmy Wilson or some dumb shit.
Rachel Moore. Richard Moore.
Sarah Whitman.
Dude, I love the fact that everybody had American names in the Funimation dub, and I said this will never last. This shit is getting canceled. And after 103 episodes, what did Funimation do? Cancel it.
I'm gonna punch the first person when that live action Evangelion pops off. I'm like, fuck you guys. I already hate Evangelion. You're gonna make me hate that shit even more.
Y'all niggas owe me money. That's all I'm saying. Give me my motherfucking shit.
The Netflix machine of anime adaptations. Hollywood is sitting back like, well, glad we didn't have to do that shit anymore.
Oh, Gaddafi, stop it. They did not say that Gunsmith Cats is already in talks.
You can't fuck up Gunsmith Cats.
You can't fuck up Gunsmith
Cats. It's good. It's chicks with guns. You can't fuck that up.
No.
Bro,
see,
they fucked up Death Note, and it's just a fucking incel with a notebook.
First of all, you can't give us Gunsmith Cats without doing writing being first.
Still fuck a writing.
Give the respect. And here's the best part. If we got a live action writing being, all that was just a love letter to American 80s action films.
Here's my thing.
That's all that OVA was.
Writing Bean and Gunsmith Cats to work. Hire Gareth Evans.
Yes, you need Gareth Evans.
Hey guys.
Yes, Prime.
Guys. You know, when the Fast and Furious movies are over, they're gonna do Initial D.
I will be waiting for that because they already dabbled a little bit with Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, exactly. So you know.
But I want them to go full bore Initial D.
Yeah, of course, because Takumi is going to be
Ted.
Gonna
have a fucking Dodge. It's gonna be it's gonna be Tommy. That's what the D stands for, the Dodge.
No. Hold on. Wait. No, here's the best part. It's gonna be a Dodge. It's gonna be a Dodge Charger. A Dodge Charger. delivering like delivering tofu burgers.
Here's the sick part.
He's a ramen delivery boy.
Somebody
from Uber
at
Eats.
somebody at Universal is going to be like, how can we continue the Fast series without doing another Fast movie? I got it, Initial D, and we put the Fast universe inside Initial D, and that's how we get the Dodge Charger being the face, not the fucking not the Toyota Trueno,
not the Toyota Corolla,
Dodge,
not the '86
Motherfucking
Corolla.
Josh Hart. Well, they'll be
giant
fair.
ass
They'll make
Charger,
it white.
fucking
They'll make it white. They were like, see, it's the same. It's
giant ass, this big ass fucking American vehicle drifting on these small ass fucking hilltops and shit.
No, but can you imagine here's the worst part. All the other cars be like Toyota Camrys and Avalons and shit, like no JDM sports cars.
It's not enough. It's
just regular ass cars.
Look, as much as I love Tokyo Drift, it's not enough that the India Tokyo Drift had to be like, there's too many Japanese cars in here. We got to make the final battle a Roadrunner with a Skyline engine in it, just so we can get something American in it.
It's a Mustang body with the freaking RB26 engine in it.
That's what's gonna happen. That's Initial D. That's gonna be the Charger with the freaking Skyline RB engine in it. Toretto is like, this is my 10-second car.
No.
It delivers tofu.
First of all, it would not be Dom. Dom will be good and retired. It'll be his son. All right. It'll be his son, Brian Toretto.
Or his cousin in the CG animated show on Netflix.
Or
currently on there right now.
No.
I fucking forgot there's a Fast and Furious anime.
No,
God.
We make it worse. Let's combine all of it. It's Fast and Furious meets Bad Boys. Mike Larry.
No, sir. You know what's sick?
Because didn't you try to combine Bad Boys for Life?
I said that. If
Beverly Hills Cop or some shit.
No, I said if they wanted to at the end of Bad Boys for Life, if they wanted to combine this with the Fast series, they got an opening. It's not hard. True. It's not hard. Like,
the man showed up and said, I could use you for a job or something like that. I'm like, oh, here we go.
All you need, Tack, is family. Just make Tack black and he just be delivering ribs. If you want to really go racist with it. You really want to go racist with it? Fuck it. Might as well.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Might as well.
Might as well.
You know what's sick part?
You're already here.
If Netflix contacts me like, hey, we actually like your pitch for Initial D, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You serious?
We'll cut that check though.
Cut that check before you put me on face. I will literally bring all three of you on and put D in as just in. D was like, I wasn't in part of it. Doesn't matter, D. You're getting paid. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Getting paid. I need you on board. Get these cars right now, please.
I'm fucking ill. I'm sick right now.
I'm sorry, my man said delivering ribs. I am so fucking done with you.
Yeah, because you got to Americanize it, because apparently tofu is far-fetched delivery there, obviously.
That is why I said tofu burgers. The impossible
tofu burgers is with
I just said it. Tofu burgers.
See, I heard tofu. I didn't hear burgers.
I said tofu burgers.
I already hate the idea of impossible burgers. That's a lie in and of itself. I want to punch somebody that made it. I get it. Be healthy, but tofu burgers is the biggest lie ever. Like, you serve that to me, you hate life. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, man. Look, them shits be hitting sometimes, man.
I guess, man. I gotta put condiments and seasoning on that shit to get the taste.
No, because eat that shit by itself. Eat that shit by itself is terrible. But
I saw somebody was like, you should really try vegan cheesesteak. You can kiss my ass. I'm going to go to Tony Luke's and get an actual cheesesteak. No, hell no.
No.
DB Woodside. You know what, Gaddafi, you're right. They're gonna put DB Woodside in it for no reason. Just cause.
Hey, CJ. All right, one more thing. We can go back to Cowboy Bebop.
We can end this. Fuck this.
No. I was just gonna say one more thing. Everybody's rocking backwoods hoodies.
Initial D, sponsored by Backwoods.
Fuck it. I mean, just go all the way with it. Just fuck it.
Fucking Bunta is like smoking backwoods and shit. Got the fucking closed eyes as he's smoking it. I'm like, why is his eyes closed while he's smoking? I was like, the anime is different than live action, right, guys? Like, he ain't supposed to have his eyes closed. Is he blind or something? Is he Stevie Wonder or something? What's going on here? Like,
Oh god, no, and you know they're gonna bring in Drift King, Tsuchiya himself to co-sign everything because Initial D is based on him.
That's gonna be problematic because that whole shit. Because real talk, folks, real quick about Initial D. There's a subplot where, Takumi's girl has a sugar daddy and stuff, and I didn't pick up on it in the anime when I watched it the first time and stuff. Cause I was like, maybe that's her boyfriend, and then when I watched it again, I was like, oh, that's her sugar daddy. Damn, that's messed up.
Yeah,
like
an actual thing.
So they're gonna make it hella problematic in the Netflix adaptation. It's gonna be like he's part of like some sex ring and shit.
I wouldn't say problematic. I won't say problematic, CJ. If anything, I'll say no. Have it take place in Miami, then it's another Tuesday.
Or they're just gonna girl boss her up and she's like the madam or some shit.
No.
Oh yeah, they'll girl boss her the fuck up.
It's like I have agency. I wanted a sugar daddy. What?
Yes, Queen Slay.
Get your money. I'm like, all money ain't good money, ma'am. Just saying.
I mean,
but
I drift for you, babe.
But one last shut up, Chris. One last thing. And just to end this whole thing off, I just have a question for you, gentlemen.
Show's gonna carry that weight. Show's gonna carry that weight.
Look, will you stop quoting the fucking quotes at the end of that shit? You're gonna carry all that weight?
Mustafa Shakir is carrying all that weight.
Check for real. Check on my man, please.
No, listen. Just a simple question.
Right.
What is one thing that you are expecting in the second season? Since we are cursed.
I fully expect them to make the full season, and I'm glad it's 10 episodes because, dear God, if it was like 13 episodes, I would have been like, no. So to me, it feels like Netflix has learned a lesson with some of these shows. Like, keep that shit 8 to 10, and that's it. Anything more, no. But
see, then my question is like, okay, so 10 episodes, like, so wouldn't it have been better to allocate the sources and maybe you could have just made it a movie and had a better use of the money?
Or you could have made it a 2-part movie that you filmed back to back.
True.
I mean, that too.
But getting back to what he's saying, season 2, I fully expect it to be all about Vincent and that bomb or whatever, probably some gas, and they'll probably do a backstory about the Titan War because Lord knows I want to see the Titan War, even though
you're getting it.
Even though I know, even like the anime was great about it, like everybody and their mama when they hear the Titan War, it was like, damn, it's like Vietnam in space, basically. It was a war that nobody fucking wanted. And it happened, and it messed a lot of people up. But they're gonna probably do a backstory on it because reasons.
If we get one whole episode about Grin and Vicious in the war on Titan, I would like
no connection whatsoever. It's like
no
Grin, all
connection.
of a sudden, it's fucking John Wick all of a sudden out the fucking blue.
Like if anything, yeah, you're right. That's a good one. Like Grin is just super serious. He's fighting in the war. He gets the music box. He gets the music box from Vicious. Again, the subtlety and the lack of dialogue from Vicious in that scene just said everything that needed to be said.
Grin is also going to free Vicious from that dungeon in the second season. Bet on that.
It's going to turn out that he's in love with Vicious.
Oh no! So okay, Look, I said one thing.
sorry.
I said one thing. I did not. And Chris, you already used your turn. So Prime, please, one thing that you're looking forward to in the second season, since we are cursed with a second season.
The credits.
The credits.
I feel what they're gonna do. Oh my gosh. One thing I'm looking forward to. So that means something that I want to see in this season.
Something that you want that you believe will be an improvement.
Well, I hope they give Jet the fucking hammerhead. That'd be great.
Okay. And
that's it.
Speaking of Jet, there was one thing that I wanted to point out, and I'm mad that we completely forgot to mention. One of Jet's best episodes ever, period, Black Dog Serenade. And the live action equivalent just doesn't hit the same.
It hits the beats, but it ain't hitting that impact of the dramatic
Y'all,
impact.
that is what you both just said is literally the theses of this whole show.
It doesn't hit
Yeah,
the
it
dramatic. It
is.
doesn't hit the dramatic weight of what the Black Dog Serenade episode hit compared
See,
to
but the
like
Black
what they
Dog
did.
Serenade episode actually took place on a prison ship.
That's the thing. This show, it ain't hitting that same dramatic weight of the atmosphere of what that episode encompassed and stuff. And it's just
Because have you guys noticed that in the anime, a lot of the episodes take place in space?
And they're shorter.
they're shorter and they get to the point.
And they're shorter.
stuff.
They're shorter, they get to the point, and they take place in
Either
space.
space or Mars.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes on Earth.
But there was only like 2 on Earth, wasn't it? And they were both Faye episodes too. Because remember, it was Faye with the VHS. No. It was the VHS for Faye.
Yeah, it was the VHS episode. And
when they went to no.
No, they were. I forgot where they were, and they got those eggs from Ed's father.
And wasn't this the same episode of the live action one? They had to go to Earth because Spike was stuck in that virtual reality thing.
Yes, the virtual reality thing, and also the one about Spike's swordfish.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
and whatever episode, the mushroom samba episode. That was a different planet, but mushroom. You know what? That's what I'm looking forward to. That'll be my answer. What am I looking for in season 2? Mushroom Samba. I want to see the live action version. Come on, Netflix, give it to me. Go ahead and give it to me because you gave me 10 episodes of pure, uncut cocaine. And now I want to see what the hell you're going to give me with season 2. I am all for the Mushroom Samba. Give me that shit. I want to see everybody high out of their damn mind. Now there was that one, and there's also the alien referenced episode.
Yeah, the one with the food in the refrigerator.
The one with the fridge.
The fridge.
Do you trust this show with its tone to do that episode?
Fuck no, they're not.
Prime. I watched 10 episodes of this shit. All bets are off.
I mean,
I don't care at this point. I really don't.
But such as this is where we're at though. Yeah, man. It's one of those things where, like, I'm not even like I don't have anger for it. It's just like what could have been.
It's just there was so much potential.
It's like what could have been. Like you said,
the bar.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry, because you can see like the aspects that could have been good shining through, but again, it's because they made all the wrong fucking choices.
Like
it
ain't
makes it sticks out so much worse.
Like it ain't on the level of legit bad anime adaptations like Kite or Blood Last Vampire.
Yeah, Kite was terrible.
Yeah, like at first I didn't understand why people were saying Kite was terrible, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh, now I see what. Okay,
no, then you make it worse. Then you make it worse, CJ. You watch the anime first, then you watch the movie.
Well, that's the thing. I had seen the anime before, so when I heard reviews for the live action one from actual like anime like news outlets, I was like, oh crap, it's that bad? Damn. And then I watched and I was like, oh yeah. Like I remember, look, I got excited for no damn reason for that Blood Last Vampire live action, and I was like, that was stupid of me. I'm a clown.
Cute.
I'm a clown.
It looked like shit when I saw it. I was like,
I mean, she looked like her.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Which is ironic because I saw that first trailer for Dragon Ball Evolution. I'm like, this shit is gonna be horribly bad.
Oh, we knew this was gonna be terrible.
I don't even give a fuck about the race. Like, oh, they made Goku white. No, bump that. That's like low end of like whatever I care about that. I'm just saying the overall movie was just like, huh? Is this like the sci-fi original channel movie Dragon Ball? Is that what this is? Because that's what it feels like.
Tripping the Dragon Balls.
Oh my god, Dragon Ball Evolution is the high mark of anime.
That's why they are never going to do another live action of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z period, because it's like,
well,
no,
we can hate on Dragon Ball Evolution all we want, but it walked so Dragon Ball Broly could run.
But also guys, buckle up and be prepared for live action My Hero Academia. Oh, it's coming.
It's happening. It's
coming. And it's based off of superheroes too.
That's what that young Sheldon boy is gonna be. Cause it's gonna be fucking Deku.
It's already like, look,
Give me my motherfucking money.
Look, I totally understand why there are people that probably didn't watch anime that latched onto My Hero Academia because of the basic overall theme of superheroes. So they latched onto that. I totally get it, but Netflix is gonna mess up My Hero Academia.
They are going to fucking murder.
It's like, see, we got our own Marvel Cinematic Universe with My Hero Academia. No, you don't.
And they gonna spin that shit off. So you think they not gonna fucking do an All Might spinoff? You think they
Prequel,
not gonna
the
do
prequel, sir? The
you
prequel.
think they not gonna do the villain show, bruh?
Netflix
They got their own little CW verse. What the fuck you mean?
All Netflix is gonna do with all these adaptations is just take the fans and just get them comfortable. Get old racist motherfuckers My Pillow, put it over everybody's faces, pull out the silenced pistol, and double tap into the pillow.
I mean, me and Prime are already buckle up and ready for CW presents Power Rangers, so
I'm still trying to get myself.
And I like CW shows. That's the ironic part about it. It's like,
I'm not ready for that.
I watch Riverdale. Hey, look, Riverdale is like when me and Sue were watching Empire. It's like we're in it for the entertainment. That's it. We're in it for the entertainment.
Look, just so y'all know, when that fucking Netflix Gundam drops, I'm going to jail.
You're on the show.
I'm
we're
going
talking
to jail.
about it.
I am going.
Actually,
I'm getting locked up that day.
Actually, Prime, you know what? I'll do you one better. When that show drops, we are going to do a live stream of watching that show and reacting to that shit. Because I want chaos. I want chaos.
Chris is gonna wake up.
I'm gonna start my GoFundMe now because I'm gonna need y'all to get me out of jail. Because somebody getting shot. That's it.
Saturday morning, I'll be like, Prime, you ready to watch this live action Gundam?
CJ, you woke up choosing violence. I
woke up choosing violence. I want to see what this look. That director is saying all the right things. Like, hey, look at my figures of Gundam Gunpla, and I'm like, that's cute, but no. You could have just got that from your office mate. That don't look like you did that, but all right.
I'm like, you could have went to the anime store and picked them shits up. Go fuck yourself, bro. I don't trust you.
It's like, stop it.
Hey, I believe old boy that was in that fucking that was in that show, the Indian guy that was in the that show that just came out on Netflix. He's like a big Gunpla dude. Like his IG, he actually does Gunpla when he's in between shows. I forgot the dude's name.
The dude from iZombie?
Yeah, that guy.
That dude cool as hell.
Oh yeah, he's cool as hell and stuff. Like, if you told me he was directing Gundam, I'd be like, I believe it. Cool. You're fine with me, man. You get it. Team Xeon, sir. Team Xeon. I love it.
Xeon all the way.
But yeah, folks, that's it for Netflix.
We hope you enjoyed our little deviation.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
Like, hope you enjoyed our little deviation.
If you watch it, drink.
Cowboy Bebop. We had other anime adaptations to talk about real quick. But that being said, as both CJ and Prime have already clearly told you, don't watch this.
Or drink copious amounts of alcohol and watch it.
Yeah, just either drink lots of alcohol or do whatever drug of your choice. No judging.
Or if you're like here, it's like, I've never watched the anime. Should I watch it? No, go watch the anime instead.
Yeah, just please watch the anime.
You
don't have to binge it. Like you know you can break shit up, right? You don't have to watch all at once.
Not only that, you can also look at it again. Do what I had said about Cowboy Bebop as a series. Think of them as 26 Quentin Tarantino films.
Yeah, I'll say this to be fair. Watch the anime, watch the live action, and you'll have a better understanding of why people feel some way, like why we have our opinions about it. I'm not even gonna say look at the YouTube videos, because I think a lot of people that have done YouTube videos on Cowboy Bebop that I've seen, they're letting their irrational anger kind of cloud them from actually making a good point. And
is it irrational though?
No. What I'm saying is, it's what we were saying earlier about how people were kind of going about the like old girl being all sexist and shit. And I'm like, guys, there are better critiques about this show than you going sexist with this shit. Like,
I'm gonna say, like I said, like all my problems with Faye ain't got shit to do with how she's dressed.
And that's the thing. Some of them videos, I was like, I was with you.
Even when they did the episode when she finds the tape, like when her identikit reveals the VHS tape, I was like, okay, all right, They paid attention to the source material. Let's see what happens. And for that one moment when we got actual one for one shot of Faye seeing herself in the past and reacting to it. For one moment, I had a slight glimmer of hope.
I was just
show.
about to say that was the best acting she did in the show. When
That
she
was
shut the fuck up.
Yes.
It was like that.
I gained a little bit. I gained just an ounce of respect of like for her character on the show. And then you want to know what happened? That ounce immediately dried up when she comes crashing through the church screaming, "Welcome to the ouch, motherfuckers."
Well, it's like what Prime put that gif up from Rogue One where it's like we were this close to greatness.
We were on the cusp.
Well, the
right
cusp.
there.
You know what? Rogue One is a good example of how you could do a prequel to something that I gave no craps about. Like, I didn't want to see the plans for the Death Star getting stolen. Well, damn,
I already
actually do
did.
wanna watch
It's called
this.
Jedi Knight Academy.
Yeah, but at the same time, I watched Rogue One. I'm like, all right, I'm fine with this. All right, cool, fine, cool. All right. You tried, certain spots I'm questioning, but all right, CG Leia, why?
I still have nightmares about CGI Peter Cushing, but
Hey, look, that is Uncanny Valley. I told these guys this when I talk about the Polar Express. Uncanny Valley Tom Hanks is scary as shit. I don't care what anybody says. That's nightmare fuel.
Not as scary as CGI Peter Cushing.
You think Tarkin is nightmare fuel? You really think?
Because what got me is that when they first did it, and we first see the scene, he has his back to them, right? And he's like looking in the reflection.
It does
of the
look
glass.
surreal. You're right.
And I was like, okay, that's a tasteful way to do it because the man is dead.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Then this motherfucker turns around. I'm like, ah!
And speaking Tarkin, I'm like,
and he's in the movie as much as the main fucking villain. Like, what the fuck? Why would you?
Dude, it is so uncanny because I'm like, I was looking. I don't know if it was D that was there at the time. I think Eric, you were in Japan when Rogue One came out. It might have been D or somebody, and I was like, is Peter Cushing dead? I could have sworn he was dead, right? He's dead, right?
Doctor Who been dead for a minute.
All right. I was like, I had to be sure because that was like uncanny as hell. I was like,
scared the shit. I'm like, wow, he looks so fucking. And then like it was something off when he was standing next to people. Like the proportions didn't look right. Like he looked like fucking Roger Rabbit. It just.
But anyways,
creep me the fuck out.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop, we're done. We're through. Next time you see us, maybe when One Piece drops, we might talk about that.
I'm gonna let you guys have that one. It's my turn. It's my turn to pull the D on this because D didn't want to be. He did not want to be here. I gave him the warning.
You're going to be here for Yu Yu Hakusho. You know that, right?
Am I really?
Yeah, you are.
Am I really?
By hook or crook, you're coming on the show for Yu Yu Hakusho.
Am I really?
Yeah, you are.
I'll be here for Gundam because I want all the shits for Gundam.
Oh, all four of us are going to be there. If I got to drag D onto that show, he's coming on that show.
But Yu Yu Hakusho,
just the threat that you were talking about doing it, that's enough. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. Please don't make that. Please don't touch Yu Yu Hakusho. Whatever grievance, whatever crime I broke, I apologize. And the anguish you are causing me right now with that threat.
Netflix hire us.
That's my penchant.
I will write Yu Yu Hakusho.
That is my penchant. Please don't do this. Please
Prime,
don't do this.
Prime, we will listen. We'll substitute Gundam. And we'll do Flame of Recca.
Urameshi is going to be played by Michael B. Jordan.
Wait, No, I said Flame of Recca.
I know, but I was just Yu Yu Hakusho. I was like, yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, see, Prime is out.
I'm done. Because Michael B. Jordan likes anime. You know that, guys.
I like anime.
It's going to be Sasuke in the live action Naruto.
Why is Sasuke black?
Doesn't matter. He's black now.
Why is Sasuke?
I might be out of shock with Naruto, but I'm not out of options.
Why? Wait, why is Sasuke wearing Air Jordan 1s?
Shit's gonna be on fucking damn Nike, sold out.
Retro J's
with the eye symbol on the fucking shoe.
Oh, the Sharingan eye.
The Sharingan eye on the shoe. See,
Lord.
Prime us.
Yeah,
we're
Prime is
done.
out.
We're done. So we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace out.